and answer in a few minutes. When we get towards the end, I'll make some time to answer some questions. But I just want to quickly introduce myself. I'm Paul Greene. I'm on a series on Hallmark called When Calls a Heart, and I also do a lot of films with Hallmark. They're movies and they're romantic comedies, a lot of them. Some of you, most of you probably tuning in here know about When Calls a Heart and know about the movies, but for those of you who don't, it's nice to see you and nice to meet you. I'm going to get to the point really quick because I got a connection is weak signal again here, and I want to hopefully get a couple questions in and just share at least one quick story that I shared on the other video, but I'll share it on here because I probably won't post the other one in the rebroadcast. But the first time I met Maggie Lawson, my co-star, was the very first moment, the first scene I filmed. I just walked on and it was like, hi, and then they yelled action. So we didn't have to get a chance to meet even or speak. And instantly we had chemistry, and it's so special when that happens. The environment for us to make a great movie was just perfect because Maggie worked with Mel Damsky, who's the most amazing director. He actually worked on MASH way back in the day. And so when he comes up and gives you notes as an actor, you listen because he was 70 years old, so lovely to work with. And he had been working with Maggie for 8 years on Psych as his director and also executive producer. So they knew each other really well, and that just really nurtured the environment for us to have chemistry. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you get to make movie magic where the whole crew does their best and the whole team does their best, and the result is what I think you'll see as a movie that's going to come out this Saturday. I think you're going to really like it. So all of those pieces came together, and the dialogue was really well written, and we were able to have great, quick, witty banter and some of the feeling that people have come to know and love about these Hallmark movies. But I'm going to feel free to comment on the side. I'm going to look at a couple questions here and we'll get to them. And I'm going to keep this short, like I said, just because I don't know, this could die at any second. I mean, we could lose, the wind could blow, the power's gone out here so many times. I'm in Costa Rica, where I'll be tweeting live from this Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern on the Hallmark Channel for our film. Hi, Lori Collins from Tennessee, Lori Meeker. A lot of these names are familiar. Shirley Rzeznik, Corey Laurie. Hi. Our audience is growing. 25 people are watching right now, so thank you. Feel free to share, by the way, if you like, or I think there's things you can push that are hearts and they should float across the screen or something. This is my first Facebook Live video, and so yeah, just feel free to comment and share this video, and also when it's done, you can share and repost. And so if anybody has any questions that they want me to address, if you can get through, will I be at the Home and Family Reunion this October? Abriana, yes. I look forward to seeing you there again. If you were there, I'm sure a lot of the Hardys that were there, we had 500 Hardys at this amazing reunion, the Hardys family reunion last year. And that was my first chance actually of meeting most of you. Enjoy Sweet Home Care. Thanks, Marilyn. I enjoyed making that too. That was slightly a little different than the Hallmark movies, but yeah, thanks for watching that. If some of you haven't seen that, there's a film that I did with Heather McComb called Sweet Home Carolina. That's a little bit heavier of a topic, but there's still lots of levity and humor, and I think you might like that as well. Hi, Margaret. Now you have the upcoming movie. Do you have, yes, Christmas movie in the making. I can't fully share yet, but there's something that's a possibility. I don't know 100% of the details. As soon as I do, I'll be sharing that with you. Yeah, Costa Rica. Thanks, Debbie. Costa Rica, if none of you have been here, I recommend it. It's a pretty quick. Now the flights are very reasonable from New York and from LA and from different places you connect through there. It's incredible here. I've seen the most amazing animals. So, yeah, they don't have much, of the technology, but it's nice to escape from that as well. Glenda, I just said just before, there's a possibility of a Christmas movie. We start filming for When Calls a Heart pretty soon in the middle of August. So if we can squeak another movie in there, yes, Lori. I am going to be a part of season 5 for When Calls a Heart. I really appreciate these questions, you guys. This is great. And comments, very beautiful, my family. I'm a Hardy too. I love your Hallmark movies. Thank you, Corey. Karen Fontana, hi from Roanoke, Virginia. Well, I'm in the hospital with my mother. We love watching Hallmark. Mom's doing good. Great watching you. Well, tell your mom to feel better. I hope she does really well. I think Saturday there'll be some good laughs and during our movie that she might like it. Make her feel better. Yeah, Margaret Fountain Spielman, yay. There will be a When Calls the Heart Christmas episode this season. Abriana, is that you making a statement or are you asking a question? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share much about that, but it sounds like you might know something. And see how red I am? It is this hot. It is probably 85, 90 degrees in this room right now with very little wind or circulation. But one other thing, just now I can see my signal strong. When we were in Vancouver filming, it rained every single day. And you're going to see in the movie, we had to cover ourselves from filming, and then they lit it in a way that it didn't look like it was raining, and it was supposed to be this beautiful sunny wedding. And there was when the sun came out, it was like glorious, but there was a lot of rain we had to work with. And Maggie Lawson was such a trooper, and our crew worked so hard sometimes we worked all night to get these films. And I don't know if some of you know this, but we filmed the entire movie in 15 shooting days. Hi, Brooke. And these are full, hour and a half, sometimes 2-hour films that we knock out in 15 days. So sometimes we work really long days, and our crew and the whole team is just incredible. And when they all work together, we get to make magic. And I think this movie is one of those special ones for sure. Yeah, I like to share my videos and photos. I've always been in love with photography, and we're okay. I think we're back. I'm just going to plug my phone in. Hang on one sec. Yeah, so whenever I'm in these countries, even 20 years ago when I was living in Europe, I was always taking film and video and sharing it. Back then it was like in albums, and I have like 100 videotapes. But thank you, Cindy. Memphis, Tennessee, but you're in Utah now. Thanks for saying hi, Cindy. Hope you have a great time in Costa Rica. From Angie Hall. Yes, like I was just saying before, there's something so magical. We're in the jungle, and I'm looking. I wish I can turn my camera. Let's wait till I get a full signal, and I'll show you my view. You're not even going to believe it. Right, Renee? The how quick they can turn these films around. I'm going to pop outside just so you guys can see this view. We have a nice group of people here. Check this out. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at from my room. Can you believe it? I'm going to try and show you. This is Guiones in Nosara, Costa Rica, but this view just goes forever that way. Can you believe that? And Katie, my girlfriend, knew somebody that she's known for a long time that had this just incredible spot for us, and that's the beach. We just went swimming this morning. So there's monkeys like this in this jungle. It's so thick. There's fireflies that come out at night, and lizards and frogs, and I've never seen more. It's like we're in the Galapagos. It's just like creatures I've never seen before. The weirdest looking frogs and the coolest looking creatures and animals. Yeah, isn't that amazing? I know, it's Renee. It's so stunning, and it's cloudy and a little overcast, so it goes and it goes and it goes, this view. So it's nice to be here. We work pretty hard between Vancouver and LA. It's nice to escape the city a little bit and get into nature, which I love to camp and hike and be in nature, so this is just perfect for me. Yeah, even overcast, it looks pretty beautiful. Lynn Nichols, hey buddy. But yeah, so I think that this Saturday I'm going to try to get a video sent to me from our production team that I can watch and follow along and tweet. I am getting a video sent, and I'll just have to guess where the commercial breaks are so we can stay together. Thanks, Ruth. Love the beach backdrop in that music video. Oh yes, and some of you here, I'm not sure if you were able to, and when this rebroadcast, you'll see Ruth Hill just posted an interview that we did together. And Lori Pearson, one of our fans of the show, asked Ruth what song that I would play if I were to play a song at a wedding. And I played it, and there was a view. That was just at the other house, just over here. So that's pretty great. We get to stay at this beautiful spot in Costa Rica. And yeah, I shared that video is on the interview that Ruth Hill just posted on Twitter. I'm just reading this here. Never watch something live when biking in the rain. Yeah, is that what you're doing, Brianna? Well, probably not. So I think I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to keep it short and sweet. I might just play a quick song for you. I have my guitar with me, and I'm not sure if the connection's going to hold out, but I'll end this video with just a little song. This song means a lot to me because my dad, who unfortunately passed just a few years ago, I grew up in like the country with like no television. What television we had, it was like French and a couple other channels. We never watched much TV. We were always playing in the garden and stuff. But I didn't hear much music, except for once in a while my dad would put Johnny Cash on, and then this is a song I heard my dad play when I was probably 10 or something. And so here it is. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom prison, and time keeps dragging on. But I hear that train a-comin' way down from San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't mess around with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that train a-comin', I hang my head and cry. Well, there's probably rich folks eating on them fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking fat cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But damn, people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. If they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I know I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom prison. It's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow all my blues away. Yeah, let that lonesome whistle blow all my blues away. There you go. Well, unless there's another